On behalf of the board and management of the Standard Bank Group, thank you for joining us for the presentation of our financial results for the first half of 2026. I will begin with a brief discussion of the good and steady progress that we've made during the first half towards our financial and strategic targets. Starting with the overall investment case, as the graph on the left of the slide shows, Sub-Saharan Africa is now consistently the fastest growing major region in the world. Africa's growth rate is expected to dip far less than that of other emerging markets in response to the war in the Middle East. It is also expected to recover far more quickly and strongly than other regions. The map in the middle of the slide illustrates our geographic footprint across Africa. We have on-the-ground businesses in all the major African economies. 80% of Sub-Saharan Africa's GDP is generated in the countries where we operate. We remain consistently the largest and most capable financial services business in the region. We have 20 million active customers. Based on assets, we are the largest financial services group in Africa. We also have businesses in all the major global financial centers, linking Africa's economies to the wider world. On the right of the slide are 4 structural themes which create our opportunities. As we highlighted at our Capital Markets Day this past March, as we said then, we set our medium-term opportunities as shaped by Africa's rapid and steady growth and highly favorable demographics, Africa's large infrastructure needs, the continent's growing and diversified trade and capital flows, and developments in financial services markets largely driven by rapid technological change. In the first half, our well-diversified African portfolio continued to provide steady growth in an otherwise unsteady world. Starting on the left of the slide, we show that for the first half, 51% of our headline earnings were generated in South Africa, 40% were generated in Africa beyond South Africa, and 9% in our offshore businesses, as well as ICBCS. As illustrated in the middle panel, this well-diversified portfolio has enabled us to grow our earnings consistently over the last 6 periods, despite volatile macroeconomic conditions. At 19.8%, our group return on equity is now in a structurally higher range than 5 years ago. Since the beginning of 2021, Standard Bank Group has delivered total shareholder returns of 17% per year, better than our peers by 2 percentage points. Over this half, we added another 8.4 billion rand in shareholder value. The growth in our SVA reflected in the previous slide is the outcome of the systematic execution of our strategy. Starting on the left, we focused on serving our clients as one Standard Bank Group, providing a comprehensive range of financial services with minimum friction. This client-led approach to growth was reflected in a larger and more active client base and good growth in capital-light revenues, including very pleasing growth in revenues from value-added services, such as instant money and online vouchers, which grew by 50%. We originated loans in support of our corporate clients and provided foreign exchange, fixed income risk management, and financing solutions to assist clients in managing the increased market volatility observed over the half. We remain committed to supporting our clients in achieving their sustainability goals. In the first half of 2026, the group mobilized 51 billion rand in sustainable finance. We have cumulatively mobilized over 328 billion rand in sustainable finance against our target of 450 billion by 2028. Our cost control remained highly effective over the half, and we have now achieved 10 consecutive halves of positive jaws. We continue to invest both in people and in digital technology. One of the main themes in the global conversation over the half was, of course, artificial intelligence. Our approach is to invest where AI can improve client experience or internal efficiency. I'll say a little bit more about this on the next slide. Risks were well managed, with our credit loss ratio improving to the bottom of our through-the-cycle range. Lastly, on the right, our capital allocation approach over the half. First, and most importantly, we allocated more capital to support our clients, and we declared 15 billion rand worth in dividends, while maintaining our very strong balance sheet and delivering our highest ROE of the post-Basel III era. We continue to increase our holdings in Africa regions wherever that is appropriate, and we remain on the lookout for attractive and well-priced opportunities. It is worth saying, however, that as the largest African financial services network, we can afford to be patient, careful, and highly selective. You may recall from our Capital Markets Day that technology, AI, and payments are key pillars of our growth. First, our technology platform. This is the foundation which enables us to scale artificial intelligence and payments. For every rand that we spend on technology, we now generate 7.3 times that in revenue. 78% of our migratable compute is now on cloud. Turning to artificial intelligence itself, during the first half, we continued to scale the deployment of AI. In addition to the productivity tools that are available to our employees, we have also built our group-wide AI platform on Amazon Bedrock to scale our client-facing use cases. This provides a shared, secure foundation to scale AI right across the group. Using this platform, we are accelerating delivery of AI use cases in 4 areas: relationship management, servicing payments, and lending. More than 39,000 of our employees are active users of generative AI tools, and our AI maturity was recently recognized by the inaugural Evident AI Index for banks, which ranked us first in Africa. AI is transforming our world and our industry. However, we're aware that we need to avoid overpromising or investing in unnecessary expensive technology. We believe that our decision to scale AI is the right one, but we're doing so in a thoughtful and disciplined manner. And finally, payments, where we have a scale advantage. The payments franchise continued to deliver capital-light revenue growth while supporting a growing deposit base. In the first half, the group processed 88 trillion rand in payments, reinforcing Standard Bank's position as the largest transactional franchise on the continent by payment value. We continue to invest in payment rails that we know clients want. We made good progress against the 3 priorities that we set in March. First, domestic payments. Electronic payment values grew 11% on the same period last year. Second, cross-border payments. Our market share across our footprint has grown to 19%, from 17% in 2025. Third, digital assets. We continue to make good progress across stablecoins, tokenized deposits, and custody. These 3 pillars underpinned the good performance in the first half. In summary, we have made very good strategic progress in the first 6 months of the year. Our focus on developing and delivering client-led growth, supported by robust risk management and disciplined capital allocation, combined with continued investment in people, systems, and capabilities, gives us a great deal of confidence for the rest of 2026.